Our goal, our mission, is to be a clear and confident pro-Israel voice on college campuses and to support students in grassroots pro-Israel advocacy. Two of our goals is to be visible and proactive. We have our SSI banner, Students Supporting Israel, so they know that we're students supporting Israel, right? It's a very easy name to remember. By the end of this, I hope that you guys remember the name of our organization. So our generation makes nouns verbs. So we have a table, and we have a banner, and we have swag and tchotchkes and whatever, and it's called tabling. So we have a banner that we bring on campuses sometimes that says, and this will answer your question, anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. So before October 7th, we would talk about Hamas. We would talk about the Palestinian Authority. We went to UC Berkeley and discussed the policies of the Palestinian Authority and the pay for slay to give Palestinian terrorists a salary for murdering Jews. Like, we would say, have you guys heard about this policy? And we would educate students on it. Quick story, at Duke University, we started an SSI chapter in 2021. And it was established, it was a registered student organization. They were doing well, everything was going great. And some student at Duke posted, after we were established, I guess my school promotes settler colonialism. So this was a public tweet, a public post. The SSI students, what do? We engage, we respond. It was a public tweet, so we basically reposted it and said, this is why you should come to SSI 101. Like, let us educate you, come to our event. I would say pretty so. However, this girl did not think so. She complained, she said that she was harassed and bullied and all these different things that weren't true. And she got SSI canceled from the university. And so a lot of people got involved, it made the news, and surely enough, we were reestablished. So I just share that story to say that there has been a trend of anti-Semitism increasing. So I'm not as surprised. Unfortunately, on college campuses, a lot of people who are associated with SJP or other organizations like that want to say what anti-Semitism is and what it's not. So I'll give you a story. This past year, I went to Indiana University, and I know you were referencing the encampments. The students were telling me that there was FBI agents on top of buildings with snipers to watch out during this encampment. But this is just several months ago, and the topic of the SGA meeting was about the IHRA definition. And the Jewish student body president did not want to accept this definition because of other people who were not Jewish who were offended by this definition, which is kind of ironic. And so there was back and forth debate and people yelling, "Free Palestine," and one Indian student in the back raised her hand and said, I don't understand why, this is not anti-Semitic to be anti-Israel. Don't you understand that you can be against India and the Indian government's policies, but still believe that India deserves a country? This is her words. She's not understanding that we're saying the same thing. You can be against policies that the Israeli government proposes, but still support the right of self-determination of an indigenous group, the Jewish people. But yes, if you believe that Jews should not have a right to their indigenous homeland, but you believe other people can, that's anti-whatever group you're talking about, so it's anti-Semitic. One of the issues is that you notice they're covering their faces, and you can only see their eyes, so they're unidentifiable. So there have been many times where students are harassed or told you saw go back to Poland or received death threats or spat on. These are stories that students have told me.
I saw a girl get grabbed by the neck and shoved. I saw my friend get spat at. And I saw just how much anger and hatred they had towards us at this moment.
They're unidentifiable, so there's no accountability in the university system. So, and you saw when Elise Stefanik questioned, do you condemn, or is it against the school's policy of bullying and harassment to call for the genocide of Jews? And they said very clearly, it depends on the context. Those are our Ivy Leagues. Very scary. And I just will say that in short, they have failed us. So my great-grandfather was a big donor of JNF. Unfortunately, I never got to know him because he was tragically murdered in 1979. But the more that I learn about his life and his donation of, now people donate money, but a long time ago they donated trees. I mean, they still donate trees, actually. You can still donate a tree, shameless plug. But he donated thousands and thousands of trees in Israel in the Jerusalem forest. And I went there during COVID with my brother, and we got to see his plaque. And it was just amazing to see that, even though he's not alive today, I saw the investment that he literally invested in the land of Israel. And it's a tangible thing. I'll say, for our organization, if there is a specific university that maybe you went to, or your grandchild or your child goes to, or your niece or nephew, you can donate to that specific chapter and say, I want SSI Tulane to grow. I want to give it directly to them, and it'll all go to them. We're a grassroots organization. So we don't wait. We talked about administration, how they're failing us. We don't wait for the administration to do something. We do it on our own. So with that being said, we can do something within 24 hours. So find me.